Vampirism and queerness to talk about each other is like the least new thing in media analysis, but I love doing it for Eddie so much, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So in my headcanon, whatever happens to Eddie to resurrect him is not straightforward vampirism the way we would recognize it from like vampire literature and everything. And so that means that there's kind of a debate within the group about whether or not he's a vampire. And I've just been thinking about where I think Eddie would fall in that debate. Because on the one hand, I can see him as the DM drama queen he is, totally embracing the role and like playing the vampire that everyone expects him to be, and like pretending he can hypnotize people, and like pretending that he like was like, yeah, I can hear you in like the other room, and like blah, 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 like really leaning into it and insisting kind of first before anyone else can that he is a vampire and that is what he is, and he knows it, and like he knows it better than you, and blah, blah, blah. But on the other side, I can see that being exactly what it is. And it's a performance of confidence and security in a position about yourself that he doesn't fully feel in himself. And I've been really enjoying stuff that has Eddie being very confident and secure in his identity. But I always enjoy getting to see someone come to that acceptance of themselves. And I think the vampirism would be a really cool way to sort of throw another variable into the mess of his like freak identities that he now has to grapple with. And that maybe by grappling with it with other people would kind of reveal some of the places that his facade of comfort with his status as freak in other areas would sort of be revealed and could be worked through and actually accepted. Because I don't know, I just feel like I can hear him say like, I'm super fine with being a vampire because I was already a freak and therefore I was already worthless. And you're like, huh? That sounded like self-acceptance until the end there. What are you talking about? You know, and I just keep coming back to like the things I wish they had done more of with Jason and the whole mob frenzy that he was whipping up. The satanic panic stuff, tying that into the AIDS crisis stuff that would have been starting to go on kind of around this time. Adding then, now Eddie is someone who would have been aware of that stuff. We know he was reading the magazines about the way the town and the world felt about people like him. Adding vampirism on top of that, something that now he's afraid that he could affect other people with, conversations about that and other people picking up on it more, Robin being like, oh, I know what he's feeling, and Steve maybe being like, it feels like you're talking about something else here, what's going on, and the kids having picked up stuff from their parents and saying insensitive things without realizing it. I just think it would be a really interesting avenue to pursue. But yeah, I don't know. This story thread is really tugging at a lot of my like old It fandom heartstrings, and I am very here for it. So yeah, the next few videos are probably all just going to be me spitballing ideas about like what Eddie vampire-ness will look like. But yeah, please drop yours in the comments if you have them. I love to hear them.